everyone, I'm Karina Kantas. I am an author of 8 books. I write in all different genres. I'm also a VA, narrator, promotional designer, and a book trailer creator.
Describe your writing process.
I take a dictaphone, pen, paper with me everywhere. And whenever the idea comes, no matter where I am, no matter who I'm with, out it comes, especially with the dictaphone. It's so embarrassing. Just standing there, you're talking these, you're not even saying sentences, you're just saying words into this microphone. Everyone's looking at you thinking, what's she on? So that is my, so after I have all my notes and I have like bags and bags of these little notebooks with all my notes, because I do it the old-fashioned way. I write with a pen and paper, and then I go online and get on my computer and type it up.
What's been the hardest scene for you to ever have written?
I think violent scenes, rape, and very violent fights. They're difficult to write. I think for a lot of people they're difficult to write. Mm-hmm. But I'm used to them now. You know, I've done it so often now. It's just second nature for me.
Do you plot at all?
I plot. I mean, I have an idea of the storyline to begin with. But you know, when you start writing, you have an idea, and once the characters are in place, that's it. They take over, and you do whatever they say. So whatever the initial idea was, normally by the time you finish the book, it isn't. It's totally gone a totally different direction.
So give us one tip for marketing.
So my marketing advice is to look around. There are plenty more bookstores online to sell your books. Don't just go with Amazon. There are so many places where you can list your book for free. People just don't spend the time to do this research. They expect you to, oh, do you know anywhere I can list my book? Oh, okay, thank you. And they'll take that, but they won't do the work themselves, which is very, very wrong, because I've had to do it in the 20 years I've been writing. Everything I've learned is not from other people. I mean, I listen, of course, and I learn. I'm still learning, but it's from research and doing the work myself. So when it comes to social media platforms, you've got Twitter, you've got Facebook, but then you've got Pinterest. People don't use Pinterest, but it is a fantastic place to market yourself and your book. Instagram, amazing. There is StumbleUpon. There is Uplike. There are so many other places where you can have a social media presence. But because people are in with Facebook and they don't want to take the time, because you starting from the bottom, and you have to make friends with people, and you have to follow people, and you have to be active in these groups again. And so people don't want to start all over again. So they're just sticking with Facebook. And that is a very, very wrong thing to do.
What's the most important thing an author should have when marketing their book?
I mean, they need a list. They need to schedule themselves, as well as marketing and promoting. They have to keep writing. You know, it is a really hard thing to juggle. But for a professional author, they need to learn how to multitask and to do a schedule. If it's a new book, a new author, write down a list. You're in these groups, you're with these other authors, ask questions and learn. Write down your list of where you're going to promote, what you're going to post. There is so much free promotion out there that you do not need to pay.
What do you think is the biggest mistake authors make when putting out a book trailer?
I think the biggest mistake people do, and what I've seen, is too much text. So people are sitting there and they're reading everything. It's visual. Book trailers have to be visual. Your posts on social media have to be visual for people to pay attention to it. And I think for book trailers, that is the most important thing. It's really good music. For me, I just use music, little text and visuals, and it works. And my clients love them, and I think they look great.
So a publisher comes to you and says, I have the rights to every book ever made. I want you to write me a book from a series that is already ended and continue the series. What series would you choose?
So Becca Fitzpatrick, she did a series called Hush Hush, which is about a fallen angel. And I absolutely adore that. I've never read, it's only 3 books, I've never read a series that I've enjoyed more than that one. I don't know if I could ever carry it on.
What's the last book you read cover to cover?
Oh, what was the last one? Probably one of mine, actually. Yeah, because I do so much editing, and I do beta reading, alpha reading, as well. So most of the books that I read haven't actually been published at the time. I do enjoy reading when I have the chance, but I think you've got to be focused to get into a book.
Mm-hmm.
You really can't just pick up a book and start reading. Well, I can't. I have to be in the right,
Do you have your Kindle nearby?
I have my Kindle in my bag, just over there. What's on there now? Oh, I've got absolutely everything. I think I have about 600 books on there.
Wow. That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you to pull it up and tell me how long your to-be-read list is right now.
Yeah. I think it's... No, I've read probably about 250 of them. And like I say, I don't have the time to read. I wish I did. It's... With VA work, a normal VA, they'd work maybe a couple of hours a week. With me, a lot of my clients, they hire me once a week, but for that day, I'm there 12 hours, 24 hours, I am working for them. I don't just work 1 hour. I mean, when you're on a holiday, you're not working. I mean, that's when the Kindle comes out.
Yep.
Yep. I love these people that can review books every day. I think that's amazing. And I used to. I mean, before I started the business, I used to read. What was my up to? I think I had 120 books in 1 year. Mm-hmm. I was just constantly reading on the Kindle. But then, like I said, I'm too busy now, and it's a shame because there are some amazing books out there. Well, I'm promoting these amazing books, so.
I would agree.
You can find me as KKantas Author Assist on Facebook. I'm also Karina Kantas. I have a private and a fan page for all my books. I'm on Twitter, Karina Kantas. Pinterest. I don't use a whatchamacallit name. Lost the word now. Everywhere you look for me, I am Karina Kantas. So you can find me everywhere. And all my books are on Amazon, Lulu, and Smashwords. So you don't put all your eggs into one basket. Remember that.
Thank you, Karina.
Thank you, Joe. It's been a pleasure. I have seen trailers, some that go on for like 5 minutes. This is a big no-no. I mean, you know the Harry. It's got to be like a feature film for someone to sit there and watch it for 5 minutes. Yeah. There are others 30 seconds, which are fine as long as it's not just a bit of music, a picture and text. Because again, that's not going to be enough for someone to go out and want to read your book and go out and buy it.
What's the coolest thing about living in Greece?
People think I'm over here for the weather. I don't swim. I don't go on the beach. I get heat rash if I'm out in the heat too much. So I'm certainly not here for the sun and the sea. Greece is a beautiful place, and especially Corfu. The island is gorgeous. But the Greek people, they're just so amazing. And all the crap that we have gone through over here and still are going through. And they are so strong. And I love that. I mean, when I first came over, I couldn't believe how laid back people were.